Good morning, church. It's Pastor Charlie, and today is the 21st, so it's our 21st day of the Advent, 4 more days to Christmas, and I'm going to speak from John 18. We're going to look at verses 36 down to 38, just to get the context, but I'm really only going to speak on the one verse here, 37. So let's read and see what we have. This is Jesus' response to Pilate asking him if he is the king of the Jews. And Jesus answered him, "My kingdom is not of this world. If my kingdom were of this world, my servants would have been fighting, that I might not be delivered over to the Jews. But my kingdom is not from the world." Then Pilate said to him, "So you are a king?" And Jesus answered, "You say that I am a king. For this purpose I was born, and for this purpose I have come into the world, to bear witness to the truth. Everyone who is of the truth listens to my voice." Pilate said to him, "What is truth?" And so here we get this account of Jesus. He's brought before Pilate. The Jews want him executed. Pilate is trying to exonerate him. And Pilate comes out and asks him, "Are you a king? My kingdom is not of this world." So you are a king. You say that I am. And that is a way for Jesus to say, yes, you say that. They've said that. I am this king. But then he says, "For this purpose I was born, and for this purpose I have come into the world, to bear witness to the truth. Everyone who listens to the truth listens to my voice." And so Jesus is saying this: the purpose for being born, the purpose for coming into the world is to be a testimony to the truth. And Pilate asked the question, what is truth? And so we answer that with the truths that Jesus' birth and life dictate. Jesus being born, the way the Old Testament prophesies that Jesus would be born of a virgin and in Bethlehem, testified to the truthfulness of Yahweh. Testifies that the Old Testament writings are in fact true, and you can trust them. You can trust this God that has revealed himself in the Old Testament, which means you can trust that the Father is the originator, and the Son is the creator, and the Spirit is the one who gives life to the world. You can trust that he made a garden and it was perfect. You can trust that there is an enemy called Satan who tries to deceive people to leave God. You can trust that Adam and Eve fell into sin, condemning the race of mankind. You can trust the truth that God said the seed of the woman will come and crush that enemy. You can trust that the seed of the woman will come from the line of Abraham and will be a light to the Gentiles, to bring the Gentiles back to God. You can trust that this king will be the king of Psalm chapter 2, the son of David, who will sit on David's throne and execute justice in Jerusalem as he reigns on the earth. Jesus is a testimony to all that the Old Testament says, including Isaiah 53, that he would be the suffering servant, which he's about to fulfill at the hands of his enemies by them nailing him to the cross. And it was for the joy that was set before him that he endured the cross and put it to shame. All of these things are a testimony. Jesus is a testimony to these things. The Son of God would take on flesh. The Son of God would accomplish what no human being would be able to accomplish. Never break the law, because he loved the Lord his God with all his heart, mind, soul, and strength more than he loved anything else. Jesus stands as a testimony that the God of the Bible is true and his promises are fulfilled, which means that the future promises are still true. We've been waiting 2,000 years for Jesus' return, but his life, his birth, is a testimony that he will come, that he will capture his church and bring him to himself, that he will reign in Jerusalem over Israel, that he will establish a kingdom that is a prosperous, valuable kingdom, and that his enemies will conspire against him, and that he will put down every enemy. And then he will usher things into an eternal state by judging all who have ever been born, to see whether or not they listened to his voice. Do you catch that? I've come into the world to bear witness to the truth, and everyone who is of the truth listens to my voice. How do you know you're of the truth? How do you know you're on Jesus' side? You listen to his voice. You hear his voice and you say yes and amen. And you endure in this world. This promise of Christmas is an amazing promise, church. This testimony of Christ is an amazing testimony. And I'd ask you, church, set your mind to Christ. Hear his voice today. Have a good day, and we will talk to you tomorrow. Bye-bye.